matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Pugh. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Francis. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Right on the money. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Noles line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time today. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs. Coming into this one.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moses. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Pugh. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To throw, it's Francis. Gets it to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Fights off the defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man down the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Makes the grab over the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Bobby Bowden built this program. High-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
And it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Francis. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They are up by 7 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Running hard, and 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Finds his man. It's Moses. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Got his man quickly. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Panthers are flying down the field. Hand off to the lone back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls it in. It's Wilkins. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Wilkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Good right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Punt is on its way. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body throws add up and wear this defense out.
With the catch, it's Wilkins.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Wilkins. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pitt!
It's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important.
That's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Looking to pass. It's Francis. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Throws to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkins. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to try to return this one. Continues to fight for yards. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Back to throw, it's Francis. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've gotten it out first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Just threw that one way too far. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Ben, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And the beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over UTEP. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
A little screen to the running back. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Panthers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Pugh. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, the ground game. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Francis. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field, and even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Here's the handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkins. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained once they have the ball in their hands, he makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. Haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence. Making the stop after a short gain. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking downfield, it's Francis. A little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Throwing right. It's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on its way. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm
turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
Complete in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's got it on the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Noles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks. First down. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Francis. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The screen, he's got wheels. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll run it again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. He'll be down at the 4-yard quick run.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
On the direct snap, it's Moses. Got his man on the outside. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Finds space on the right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Flips it out on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Number 11, on to kick it away.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something.